Hi, my name's Kip Moore, and I am a fractional CFO to construction and real estate entrepreneurs. Today, I want to dive into a few things that you can do to fine-tune your business plans for the risky environment that we're in. So, as a little bit of my background, I'm different than what you might call a standard accountant. I've been out on my own, making investment decisions, taking risk, and customizing my services for almost 10 years now. And here's a few things that I've learned about how to ride the business cycle up and down. Right now, you could say that we're at the top of the business cycle, meaning if the cycle comes down, you'll have some investment opportunities. Let's get into how you prepare for those given where we're at in the business cycle right now. So, first thing, right now is a very good time to get your vision for the future dialed in. If you've been waffling or lacking conviction, now is the time to formulate a deep consensus within yourself about where things are going and where you want to be in 5 to 10 years. Why is now the time for that? That sounds a little soft. Well, here's why. If we're at kind of the top of an economic cycle, then now's not necessarily the time to invest. Now is the time to control risk. And the time to invest could be coming in the following weeks, months, quarters, years. So by having your vision dialed in right now, you can start to accomplish a couple things. First, I alluded to this a minute ago, control your risk, okay? Decide what you want to be in of and out of. So, if you're in the stock market right now and you don't see the blinking red lights about how rich the market is, time to get an internal feeling of how much more risk you want to take in equity markets, because I would suggest they're riskier than you think. So once you get your risk management framework and get your settings dialed in and get them right, then you can start to focus on building the capabilities that you need in order to deliver on this vision that you've formulated 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years out. When I say capabilities, that sounds like business talk. Let's take it down a level. Capabilities are just bundles of things that you're good at, okay? So if you know you have a vision in an area that you're not that great at right now, start thinking about what it will take to get there and build those skills one at a time until you bundle them up. For example, maybe you have no experience in customer onboarding for the new services or products that you want to roll out in the next 5 years. Start understanding customer onboarding, because that's not risky to do when you're in a downturn. Picking up new skills, no better time than when you're heading into a downturn. So I would also say that in tandem with developing new capabilities, you should be lining up your liquidity and financing plans. Move some investments to cash if you think they're risky right now. Set that cash aside. And I'm not suggesting that you should get caught letting inflation erode your cash, but if you believe that you're at the top of certain markets, and all markets are a little different, then you should move to cash. And that cash is what you will use to mobilize these new capabilities you develop over the next few years. So I'm not going to go on too much longer on this topic, but I want to pull it all together as my conclusion, which is that when you get to the top of a market and you're looking at some market downside, now's the time to start thinking, when the markets come down, what do I want to invest in at the bottom of the market, and what capabilities can I develop now to get ready for those investments so that 2, 3, 4, 5 years out, you have taken advantage of a good crisis to position yourself for the future. That is what I would call strategic thinking. And if it sounds intuitive, then ask yourself, why don't most people do it? Because I can assure you they don't. So here's a bit of a model based on my own victories and failures, and I hope that you can leverage it to gain some confidence in these uncertain times that we're in and prepare yourself for future victories. That's it for today, guys. Hope this was insightful.